£1.5 billion spent, and this is what we have to show for it. Today we're going to be talking about the BlueCo reign of Chelsea and how it has utterly destroyed the Football Club of Chelsea Football Club. Because at this point, this isn't Chelsea anymore. This is CFC-LDN, as I've been seeing from Eunice Talks Football. This is not Chelsea. Do not even compare it to what it used to be. This is nothing even in the slightest to compare about. I just cannot believe how, over these past few years, the club has absolutely disintegrated into literally nothing of what it absolutely used to be. They took a club that had not long won the Champions League and literally destroyed all of the experience that was in the football club and brought in a whole bunch of kids. And I mean, what can you really expect from them at this point? I mean, we're currently 1-0 down against Fulham as I'm recording this video. If we go up and win, it doesn't really change anything. We're not getting Champions League football. That has long passed. So I guess this video is just going to be going over how it's utterly ridiculous how BlueCo, and they're just terrible, terrible owners, and they clearly don't care about winning anything. They only care about money, and they need to leave. They need to get out. I know that's about it. So starting off with, I know that there are loads of people that are coming for Maresca's head at the moment. Enzo Maresca, our head coach or manager or whatever. And honestly, no, I fully agree. He's not up to level, right? He's not it, right? He's clearly just it's way out of his depth on what he's doing right now. I completely agree. But I don't really understand how, if we're going to sack Maresca, who are we going to go and get next? And then, along with that, how are we going to sack Maresca but then keep the people that employed him in the first place, the scouters or whatever they're called, Paul Winstanley, whatever the other Donny is called? Bro, like, they should not be allowed to keep their jobs. How many managers have they hired now which have completely flopped? They brought in Graham Potter. That was shocking. That was stupid. And then we brought in bloody, I can't even remember his name now, Pochettino. And that was pretty shocking until the last couple of games where he decided he wanted to do what he wanted to do. And then he got the boot. And then they brought Maresca in. It's like, how many managers are we going to let these people bring in which just fail in the first season and then just let them keep doing it over and over again? So Maresca needs to go, but so did these scouters or whoever these people are. I can't even remember off the top of my head. I'm not doing this with a script. I'm just going straight off. It's dumb. We need to get rid of those, and we need to bring in some actual elite scouters who is going to bring in scouts that know what, like managers that know what they're doing and can actually bring results, because top four was the expectation this season to bounce back, and we're not getting that. We are living in absolute fantasy land if you believe that we are genuinely going to get Champions League football, because it's not happening. I accidentally leant onto my spacebar and it stopped recording, so I kind of know what bit I was at, but I was going back, we're talking about Maresca as well. He's putting our club captain, Reece James, on the bench for games that we need to be winning. What, to save him for the Conference League, where we lose to that Legia Warsaw? We lose at home to Legia Warsaw. I know that we're into the semi-finals now, but that's a disgrace. We should never be doing that. No disrespect to Legia Warsaw, but what? They're 5th in Poland, and we're losing to them at our home ground. I just don't understand how far the club has fallen. Like, we do not have quality anymore, and even in the quality that we did have last season, like Malo Gusto, Cole Palmer, and we can't, because Maresca is making them look like championship level footballers now. They look terrible. They look so bad, and you can't really blame them to a certain extent, because you're going to fall down to the level of the people around you, and there are plenty of footballers at this club that do not deserve to be here. Robert Sanchez is an absolutely shocking goalkeeper. He can be an alright shot stopper sometimes, but the way that he's being forced to play from playing out from the back and all that, he cannot do that. I don't know how we ended up getting rid of Petrovic and sending him out on loan. Petrovic is twice the keeper that Sanchez is, and he's killing it over at Strasbourg at the moment. And we're not going to bring him back and have him as our main keeper. The club are going to bring him back and sell him for money, because that's all BlueCo care about, but we'll get to that in a second. Sticking to Maresca, he needs to go. He needs to get out. But we need top tier manager, but we also need top tier scouters and recruiters, because it's Paul Winstanley and whoever the hell the other guy is. They're not doing it. It's shocking. It's absolutely disgusting. Like I was saying, some of the players, I hate the way that this club is run now. We just buy a bunch of kids and then we'll loan them out, and then maybe they'll do all right. Their value will go up, and then they'll just sell them. Renato Vega has literally been at the club for 6 months before they sent him out on loan, and he wasn't getting played. It's like, are you serious? Petrovic gets loaned out when he was definitely our best keeper last season. Was he perfect? No. Was he better than Sanchez? Bloody hell, yeah, he was. So I just don't understand. Players like João Felix as well was only brought in just so that we could sell Conor Gallagher for pure profit. That's ridiculous. One of the players that literally stuck out and fought for his place at the football club when the club wanted him out for so long. He just took it on his chin. He was our club captain last season, and he done incredible. I mean, he was never the most technical football player, but he played for the badge every single time he went out there. Cobham boy, Chelsea fan from birth, like since a kid. And that's the type of player that you're getting out of the club. The people that actually have passion for this football club. I think it's ridiculous. It's disgusting just to bring in João Felix, who he on his day, he is pretty good, but then he just gets loaned out because he's not getting played. And then now we're going to try and sell him. And then we brought in Sancho for an obligation to buy, and now we're looking to break that clause so that we can send him back to United. I just don't like who is making these decisions, because these scouting problems is just ridiculous at this football club. I cannot understand how this is being run, and obviously it's just because they don't actually care about winning anything. We have not done anything significant since we won the Champions League with Thomas Tuchel. And, the biggest thing we've done since that is get to a Carabao Cup final. Are you serious? That is what the extent of this football club is now, getting to a Carabao Cup final. That's ridiculous. I think it's just completely outrageous. These owners have no idea what they're doing, because they're trying to employ a system that would work in the US, in the MLB, or whatever they're in, because there's no relegation in that. So no matter what, there's always a set amount of money. That's not going to work here. If they keep doing what they're doing now, they might make money, but we're going to get relegated at some point. It might not be in the next in the next season, but in a good couple of years, if it keeps going in this direction, we are going to get relegated. And they need to go. I know that I have Todd Bowley in the thumbnail. It's not him, it's BlueCo as a whole. Todd Bowley's only one person, he's not all of it. Egg Barley and the consortium and all of them, Clear Lake Capital and everything, they all have no clue what they're doing. They haven't got an idea of how football works. And I don't know. And this is all happening because the UK government decided to seize us of our rightful owner. Well, we've hit the 8-minute mark. Yep, I'm just going to stop rambling now. BlueCo out, and hopefully one day this football club will come back, but I'm rapidly falling out of love of football. This is disgusting. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good day, evening, or night, wherever you are. I'll see you in a bit.